Oh, how much more doth beauty beauteous seem, by that sweet ornament which trust doth give. So today we are reading Shakespeare sonnet number 54. I forgot to write the name. It is one of the 154 sonnets published in 1609, and it belongs to the sonnets group that is dedicated to the young friend Mr. W.H. This sonnet is, as usual, the style and structure of Shakespearean sonnet, that is 3 quatrains, a couplet. Now, the first 2 quatrains, that is 8 lines, it deals with one theme and a single theme, and then the 6 lines that another, and in between there is the shift of thought that is called volta. Now, the rhyme scheme is AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and GG. It is written in iambic pentameter, that means one untraced level is followed by traced one. So, we just discussed the formative or the structural scenario, the structure of this sonnet. Now, we are going to read the interior decoration. Oh, how much more doth beauty beauteous seem. That means beauty seems more admirable. When the answer is in next sentence, by that sweet ornament with truth doth give. So, you are beautiful, but you will look more beautiful when you will wear ornaments. So, beauty will be more beautiful when it will wear the ornament. And what is that ornament? Not gold or not platinum or not diamond, but the ornament is made of truth. That what means that beauty. Here beauty stands for beautiful woman, seems more admirable when the quality of truth is added to it. So beauty will be more beautiful when there will be ingenuity with it, there will be probity. So he is comparing his friend's truth with something else. And what is that? Rose. The rose looks fair, but fairer it dim. Dim means we judge. So the rose is beautiful, it is fair, but we judge the rose more beautiful, fairer. Fairer means it is in comparative degree. Comparative degree is used here. For that sweet odor which doth in it live. So the rose is more beautiful because of its outward beauty and at the same time its inward fragrance. At the same time its inward fragrance. These two being combined make rose beautiful. And that fragrance is a symbol of truthfulness that the poet wants to be in his friend. So the friend's truthfulness is compared with the fragrance of rose. Just to make it clear, that is the core sentence, core concept of this sonnet. Now the rose looks fair, but when fragrance is added to it, it seems more admirable to us. Beauty and truthfulness, these two qualities, when get combined, it become more admirable. So just write it down because it is very important here. The rose looks fair, but when fragrance is added to it, it seems more adorable to us. In the same way, when beauty and truthfulness get combined, it becomes more adorable, beauteous. Okay. So this is the core concept, core theory of this sonnet. The canker blooms. Line number 5, the canker blooms. Canker blooms is actually kind of rose, but it is wild rose. Canker blooms is kind of wild rose, or it is also called dog rose. But I prefer the name wild rose because the concept of rose and dog is not at all worthy, I think. Have full as deep a dye. Deep a dye means it has very intense color. So even if you see a wild rose, it has the same intensity of color like the rose that we found in our garden. Okay, so it has also intense color. And so the comparison is now shift. Till now the comparison, there is a similarity between the fairer look of the rose and the fragrance and the beauty and truthfulness of a person, and now there is the comparison between wild rose versus rose. Substance versus show, outward beauty and inward quality. Inward quality versus outward beauty. Rose versus canker blooms. They both look same, but the canker blooms has no such fragrance like the rose. As the perfume tincture of the roses, the fragrant essence and flavor of roses. Perfume tincture of roses means fragrant essence and flavor of roses, which is extracted by distillation. Hang on such thorns and play as wantonly. So the canker blooms, they hang on such thorn. Such thorn means in similar way like the roses, and play wantonly. Wanton means frivolously. So the behavior of the wild rose are similar like the rose. The behavior, the such thorn, such word is same. The behavior of the wild rose is same as the rose. When summers breathe, their masked birds discloses. Discloses means open up. So with summer's breath means bridge. With summer's breeze, their masked means closed. Their masked birds open. But for their virtue only is there so. So till now it was octave, 2 quatrain. We have just finished 2 quatrain, and now there is 1 quatrain and a couplet. We are going to the sestet part, and here is the change of tone, that is volta. But for their virtue only is there so. For, because, here for refers to because. Because their virtue only is there so. Lies, only is there so means lies wholly in their appearance. Lies only in their appearance. Their merit, their beauty lies only in their appearance. They have no inward quality. They have no inward worth. No inward worth. He is talking about the canker blooms, canker roses. They live unwooed and unrespected fed. They live unwooed and they unrespected fed. 2 things are joined by and. Their life is futile. Their life is futile, and even their death. They are as worthless as living as they are dead. So they are unwooed. Unwooed means not sought for. And even without any attention, they die. Even without any attention, they die. So they are as worthless in their life as they in their death. Their life and death both are worthless. So the author compares the death of two flowers. On the one hand, there is canker bloom that dies alone, unrespected. But on the other hand, the roses, they do not die alone, because from them we get odor, fragrance by distilling them. Die to themselves. They die to themselves, the canker blooms. But sweet roses do not so. So the canker blooms, canker roses, canker blooms means wild roses die on their own without any attention, without any attention paid to them. On the other hand, sweet roses do not so. Scented roses is not so. Of their sweet deaths are sweetest odors made. Of their sweet deaths are sweetest odors made. Means sweet roses means fragrant roses live beyond their own deaths, because when they die, their petals are distilled into perfume. And so of you. Okay, of their sweet days are sweeter odors made, because the flowers, they perish to create sweet essence. It also means the sweet, the roses perish to create sweet essences. So the death was not valueless. They die to create something. Valuable. So in their life they were important, even in their death they are important. Just contradictory to the canker blooms. And so of you, Mr. W.H., the young friend, so of you, young friend, beauteous and lovely youth. So you are just like the rose, not the canker blooms. You are just like the rose, you are beauteous and lovely. Beauteous means beautiful and lovely means handsome. When that shall fade, here it is right, fade. Whatever is fade or fade, it means same, fade. My verse distills your youth, your truth. So this theory that is also for roses is also the distillation process is going on for the friend. Now youthful friend, here the youthful friend is equal to roses, and just like roses are distilled in fragrance, roses are distilled and fragrance is made, so the youthful friend is distilled and verse is written. Fragrance is made. So for both of them the process is distillation. Distillation is the process through which they are immortal. The rose is immortal because fragrance is made through distillation, and again the youthful friend is immortal because verse is written through the distillation. So the poet here used the word distillation for both of them. Just this is very interesting and it proves his intellectuality. So you are like that sweet dates, sweet roses, those roses who perish to create sweet essences. And when your beauty will fade, I am here to distill your qualities through my verse. So the second life, this verse is giving his friend a second life. But do you remember, I have already taught sonnet number 16 and 17 as far I remember. In these sonnets, the poet has talked about progeny. He is talk about progeny as the only means of second life. But I think his theory changes from sonnet to sonnet, and now in this sonnet 54 he is talking about, he is celebrating his verse, that his verse is more powerful and it can distill and can keep his young friend forever, make him immortal. Okay, here we go with sonnet number 54. I am not actually teaching all the sonnets. I feel I just pick up some important sonnets, and again I will do with sonnet number 73, sonnet number 130, and I'll search for some important sonnets. And if you feel that there is some sonnet you need to discuss, then you must inform me, and maybe there are some important sonnets that I am going to miss, so just help me to find them up. Thank you for staying with me. Have a great day. Bye.